Kabam Respond to War Exploit Bug, and it doesn't look good, people. Problems with a variant and a problem with a timing of stun rotation for Venompool. Oh, and input system being fixed, woohoo, in March or later. Boo. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Wednesday. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with post notifications on all, and make sure to check your subscription boxes to, when Marvel Contest of Champions news show is out, you get to see it because there's lots of helpful information and some of the stuff we're going to cover on today, updates from previous news as well. So make sure to do that. We're trying to hit 70k subscribers this year. Let's do it. And before we get into the news topics, make sure to check out the YouTube membership. It's a great way to support the channel, and thank you to those that support that are on the screen right now, and also those that are patrons. You're on screen right now as well. Appreciate you very much for supporting. Also on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live, where I do a lot of live streaming. I didn't live stream last night, but I'm definitely planning tonight to do a little bit of MCOC at 7.2.5, finish off 100%, plan some 7.2.6, and then some Call of Duty Warzone for Warzone Wednesday. So make sure to drop on by later on today and drop in a sub. Support the channel. Now, first of all, starting off with micro news. We've got two micro news stories right here. The first one being a problem with Arachnid Action variant. So if you're looking to do this variant, do be warned of a certain path. This path particular here, this 1-star one, which is the Venom boss, as said here, that no matter what attacks are being glanced, even if you bring an XL champion, and this is something a lot of people have been talking about, size matters being broken on several different bits of content. I think it had an Alliance Quest bug recently where if size matters was there, it became problematic or wouldn't work. This is something that Kabam have said they are aware of, and hopefully it is resolved very quickly. So do exert some caution and worrying, if you get glanced on this, then maybe kind of like save back that content for another time. Our second piece of micro news or micro information coverage is all about Venompool. Now, this is not to say that Venompool is broken. The SP2 is not broken. There is a very small rotation window which is problematic, but it's definitely something that players have been talking about. The key element that we're focusing here of the kit is on the SP2, which is if this attack intercepts the opponent, 100% chance to inflict a stun debuff lasting 3 seconds. Very handy about keeping up aggression, keeping up a very consistent flow of damage to the enemy and being aggressive as possible, which is, the fun thing about playing the game. Timing is everything, you see, so when that particular motion, when you're doing a particular part of intercept, and what is classified as I don't really want how to describe it, true intercept with kind of like bunny ears. When we're saying like the idea of true intercept is like going, well, you can't backdraft intercept. You have to literally kind of like wait to either kind of rush towards the enemy as they're rushing at the same time, or kind of like you're doing the kind of the quick intercept, and then whilst you're doing that is like throwing the SP2 at the same time in order to get that particular ability triggered off. It's just a very kind of like fine thing to do, which becomes again like problematic right here. So you can see what is that a case that was intercepted by the means of just static throw special attack 2. So it's just a case of like timing is just so essential. This is one of these things that, like, again, this isn't bugged, but it's a point of going, the line is so fine to get that particular stun debuff each time, and it does have like on the nail kind of MSD levels of perfection each time to try and get that stun that you need. In any case, thoughts in the comment section or thoughts on the link in the description about trying to extend this in a different kind of way. But if you are wondering of things, like, it's just the case you've got to do this in a very kind of like fine manner, which you can see here's some examples here by Jaded, where in this GIF right here, it's just a case you've got to time it, and so that there's lots of timing, but sometimes timing works. Now, we've absolutely must cover this. This is a follow-up story from something that I talked about on Monday. Make sure to keep up to date with Marvel Contest Champions news. If you do indeed do Alliance Wars, this will affect you, or has affected you, or will affect you during this season. And it's the Alliance War exploit bug where defenders duplicate. The TLDR from this is that players of alliances were able to get more champions on their defense than others because they were duplicating in certain reasons. Whether or not this is knowingly, but at the same time, like, these are new placements, so it's whether or not you've kind of done that from a defense perspective. And also this can go like one or two ways, which we're going to look at in a minute. It can be very beneficial for those that are in the defense, but also very much if those from an attacking perspective, and I'll explain why in a minute. But here's some examples here of, like, you know, there's duplications there, and there, for example, there's Mangog right there, and then there's Green Goblin, then it's the same Mangog and Green Goblin in other positions as well. And this can be very detrimental to setting up teams and preparing, as well as a whole host of things. But definitely you can see the examples of how this can go one of different ways. If you've got too many defenders, it can be beneficial because then people just go and give up. But then here's the thing: if you're like equal in like, say, like here's like an example. Say for whatever reason that both of those were 95, their attack kills were both 95, so everything was very equal. Now if there was more defenders to be defeated, then that means that you'll get more attacker kills, and that could help to kind of like put stuff in a different direction. It could be a case there, like there's the attacker kills right then, what, like 292, and then it's 272. So yeah, it's just, it can go one of different ways. Not to say like it will or won't, but then they kind of go, right, well, if we defeat 104 versus like the 100 we got to defeat, then we're like, right, well, if they get more kills, then they're going to win regardless. So it can go really one or different ways. Too many defenders, oh, well, I just give up. There's too many defenders. I can't get past this counter on this route because it's being duplicated. And any case, like, it has meant to a lot of imbalance and things not being in the scheme of fairness, and could be an ongoing thing. Now, Kabam have responded to this, which we need to look at right now. And in a very odd turn, Kabam are deciding to continue the season, which, hey, well, thing is, it wouldn't be Alliance Wars if it wasn't broken. So, as we say, every Alliance Wars season, there's always something that's broken about it. And yeah, my points are being proved all the blinking time. But in any case, Kabam are working on a fix for the issue and hope to have it as soon as possible. We are going to continue the war season and will continue to monitor the effect that this may have having on alliances. At this time, we do not have a reason to believe that alliance and any alliance can knowingly take advantage of this bug and will not punish any alliances. But it's kind of odd that those are in different places. That's the only thing is, well, how do those extra defenders get pinged to different paths or pinged to different locations? That's something to understand, because they don't randomly just go to, they don't randomly do, where is it? They don't randomly do that. They don't randomly go, oh, we're going to be on there. Oh no, we're going to be randomly there. Like, how does that happen? But in any case, like, I'm sure that's something that will come out later on. What's happening? However, we will be monitoring the situation. We do not find alliances found knowingly to take advantage of the bug. Yeah, once the season has concluded, we'll be examining how the bug may have affected the outcome of wars, where the bug occurred, and what, if any, effect it have on the individual alliances. If we find that our negative effects have no effect of any alliance, we'll work to make it right for them. Good. But do not want to make any hasty adjustments at this time, as we do not have a complete picture of the situation. So they don't have, what? They don't have a complete, oh, that particular situation. Right, okay, fine. So yeah, another war season, another scuff. Roll on, is it season 32 or whatever, when there's going to be exactly the same problems. Not this one, but a new problem will probably arise. And now on to a very important thing to talk about and cover, which I am very excited about, and that is the input system is being worked out. This largely could mean that the way that you play the game from the point of like reaction, touch, and response is going to have to be adjusted. So it could be a very rocky version 34.0, but this will be good news for the game. Now, I don't know if I think I kind of like might have put in an opening that this could be next month, providing that we're getting 34.0. This actually could be like a, in 2 months time, 2 updates time. Not 100% sure on that actually, so it could be soon, could be not soon. So this is good because it's like an update on the parry dex control situation. It's been a while we've talked about this progress, made requests to create a whole new input system for MCOC, which is good. So taps a lot is just an absolute joke because it doesn't take into it doesn't take into consideration variables of location, device, and other stuff. I understand from the outside it might seem like there hasn't been any progress made because there haven't been any incremental changes, but behind the scenes we've been some major breakthroughs with step forward. This is good. This is good. Close to this input refactor, we want to start sharing more progress reports, even though they may have more technical stuff. Well, good. Like I honestly cannot wait to kind of see more technical stuff, developer information, and things like that. That's the stuff that makes players invested in, like, you know, what's going on from a Kabam perspective. It's like like milestone dev diary updates and things. It's just nice for the community to get hyped around something rather than going a month without having something to go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's coming soon. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I'll look forward to that. Have we had any of that? No. Teams continue to make great progress towards resolving the input issues in the game that we are excited to let you know that as of the end of 2021. Our QA team have been testing the new input system and have found controls be more consistent. Consistent! My god, that's never a word I associate with Marvel Contest of Champions. My god, if we could ever get that word and associate it with the game, this would be an absolutely perfect game. We're very happy with the early results and looking forward to moving to the next step, a split test in March. So yeah, I'll probably like in the edit like sorted out that because I think I wanted to put, I think I said in the thing like, oh, coming next week. It's not coming next week. It's coming in March. In 34.0, we are going to test the input fix via an opt-in out system with, oh, that's going to be rocky. That's going to be very rocky. Game settings menu, a random grouping of summoners will be given the option to opt in and test. We'll be able to collect some basic data. Oh, so it's a long time. Oh, right. This is going to take a bit of a long time then. So it's not going to be March then. It's going to be a lot longer. So it's coming this year, but it's going to be ages in the works. If the initial test results are good, we aim to get this out and even more summoners in an update shortly after. Well, that's a bit disappointing then. That's kind of like, what, pushing towards like, if there's an initial test in March, let's face it, it's April, and then May. It's probably May then. If this is successful, we find that this is improvement to the current controls issue. We'll be moving Reese fix as soon as possible. Good. As we work to implement this fix, everyone, we are aware that there may be some edge cases or issues that will need to be addressed and committed to fixing those quickly as possible. They arise. Okay. Additionally, there are new unintended interactions that may arise that some players may actually like. We're open to having a conversation about those cases when they come up, but may have to fix them for the greater health of the game. Cases like this are similar to reparry, which was never an intended mechanic, but became useful to players, so we worked to keep it in the game. So yeah, that's that. We'll have to see what happens. So in a nutshell, this is good news. I'm not, as much as I kind of would criticize, it's kind of like, it is good news. There are some elements of going, right, well, timing is of the essence, and we're, this is going to push this into what? So the parry deck situation happened in July time. I want to say it was late June, July. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Let's be realistic here. That's 9, maybe 10 months to get the fix in. So yeah, that's a long time in gaming. That's a long time in gaming to kind of like not have this properly dealt with. But if we can say like, look, this is one and done, and this then situation allows for the game to have a bit more longevity to it, then that's a bit of good news. But we'll have to see. I'll wait with bated breath until March and May and see what happens. What are your thoughts on this? Put it in the comment section down below. And now we end the show on a Wednesday as we normally do with arena predictions for Sauron and the bad boys of the champion Selector. And my predictions are as follows. Sauron as a 6-star, I'm going similar to where Toad went. I just don't feel there's a lot of hype around Sauron as a champion. He is a good champion, but it's just a case like it seems to be having this kind of like lack of kind of like hype and interest. So I'll go with 150 mil for that champion. Sauron as a 5-star, I'll go with 45 mil. Again, it's kind of like I've mirrored what Toad kind of went for recently because I just feel like it's not a super hype character for the year so far. But as I said, it is a good champion. The Selector, I think, would be more interesting for players, especially from the scope and coverage of champions you get to choose from. and 52 mil is what I'm going with for that one. And the 5-star selector, I'm going with 18 mil. So a little bit kind of like on the low end of grind, but I just feel that's where the habits of the grind seem to be going recently. But we'll see what happens when the results come in on Sunday, and we'll post it in the news show on Monday. So thanks very much for watching this edition of Marvel Contest of Champions News, and I'll see you in the live stream later on. We'll probably do another video today on Strikers, the week 4 drops, and then, yeah, some other stuff. Cheers, everybody. Have a good day, whatever you're doing. Bye. Bye. Bye.